Hey there, thanks for tuning into the American Digital Network. We have some great stuff in store for you at halftime, so stick around. I'm Haley Outen. Let's kick things off by taking a look back at some of the top moments from last week. USF senior Courtney Williams earned Player of the Week honors as the guard powered the Bulls to a 2-0 week in league play. Williams poured in 31 points and grabbed a game-high 13 rebounds in a 71-67 road win against Tulane. In USF's win over the Green Wave, Shalithia Stringfield knocked down the go-ahead jumper with 3 seconds remaining in regulation. UConn's Katie Lou Samuelson was named the Freshman of the Week for the second time this season after averaging 16 points a game in a 2-0 week for the top-ranked Huskies. Samuelson notched her second start this season for UConn against Temple. And here's a look at the league's honor roll this week. Quite a few notable performances. Brianna Stewart averaged over 16 points, 9 rebounds, and shot over 60% from the floor in only 22 minutes per game in a 2-0 week for UConn. Tulane's Leslie Vorfel produced a career-high 26 points with 6 three-pointers in a tough loss to then number 19 USF. The Bulls came in at number 15 in this week's AP poll. The 4-point jump marks the highest ranking in program history. Up next, we're going to get to know the Americans' reigning Player of the Week, Courtney Williams. She's had an impressive year and plans to go out on top.
Our core values form the foundation of the American.
Competitiveness.
Passion. Character.
They show our true colors on and off the court.
Respect.
Accountability.
Chasing greatness.
They lead us.
Discipline.
Focus.
Trust.
They are the essence of our identity.
Family.
Tradition.
We are the American Athletic Conference.
The Americans' Player of the Week, Courtney Williams, continues to prove she's a threat on the court and is looking to lead her team to an even better season than last year. While the Bulls had a good run, they have higher hopes this year, which meant putting in the work in the offseason, something Williams did and something that has definitely shown so far in 2016.
Being consistent. I think working on my handles and being consistent, like being able to knock down that three-point shot consistently, making sure that I can go left, pull up left, get to the rack left. So, because a lot of coaches play me tell their players make me go left. If they do that this year, they're gonna get killed.
Well, I think every offseason we've had a different process and different goals for her to work on and to get better at. And every season, every off season. Last season, she really developed range. Going in her sophomore season, going left. So I think now, her taking a step and playing with USA basketball, now learning to create for teammates and doing other things besides being that go-to guy in the score, it has really diversified her game.
USF not only made the NCAA tournament last year, they hosted a regional at the Sun Dome and then lost a heartbreaker to Louisville in the second round. The Bulls were about 3 minutes away from making the Sweet 16 and have worked hard in the offseason to take this year's team up a notch. The goal and expectation is much greater this time around.
I'd be disappointed if we're not playing in that second weekend in March.
I want us to win a national championship. Definitely get farther than we got last year. We robbed ourselves last year. So our motivation is winning the whole thing. I feel like if you sit here and don't think that you're gonna win the whole thing, I don't know why you playing.
And the man to help USF surpass last year's accomplishments, 15th year head coach Jose Fernandez. Fernandez had led the Bulls to 11 postseasons in the last 12 years.
Man, he a genius. Coach is a genius. He is a genius. And I say that because when I went to South Korea and played USA basketball, and to actually see certain coaches, like, they have to really hard now sit down and think about a play. But coach, he just like, look, I need y'all to do this, get here.
I wouldn't know what else to do, but you know, I have a lot of passion. I love the game, and I love to see how these young ladies grow after 4 years, you know, and then what they're doing with their lives after basketball, and I got a bunch of them playing overseas, and I have so many different majors too. One of my former players just started a foundation. She's a doctor that I went to the other night, so that's a rewarding piece. But I don't know what else I'd be doing. I'd be fishing a lot if I wasn't coaching basketball.
Other than winning a national championship, Williams has another goal on a slightly smaller scale, a goal that would most likely need to be accomplished before a national championship could be won.
We are definitely going to knock off Connecticut this year.
Knocking off the three-time reigning national champs is a tough task, but the last time against UConn, the Bulls hung with UConn as tough as any team this year. One more to go, possibly two if they meet in the American Championship, and who knows, maybe even once more in the NCAA tournament. UConn and USF will square off in the last game of the regular season on February 29th. The Bulls' only conference loss is to the Huskies, placing them second in the league standings. Williams and the Bulls will close out the week taking on in-state rival UCF Sunday, and you can catch that one on ESPNU at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We sit back and observe several styles of play throughout the course of a season, but back at Media Day, players from around the league gave us their take on what they bring to the court. That's up next.
Our league is super competitive and really poised to make a big jump this season.
There's so many different styles of basketball in the American Conference.
You can't take anyone lightly in this league.
You've got to bring it every night in the American.
Coming to play against the best.
We have 6 teams to go to postseason play.
You're going up against a lot of knowledgeable coaches.
You see some of the finest athletes in the country.
Such a great fan appeal, a lot of excitement in the venues.
It's a tremendous experience playing in our conference.
I think the American Conference can be competitive with anyone.
When it comes to styles of play, we have seen it all in the American. We asked the players what word they would use to describe their style. Take a look.
My style of play in one word is described as passionate.
If I had to describe my play in one word, versatile.
My play in one word is intense.
My play in one word would be passionate. Say passionate. Quick.
If I had to use one word, I would use passionate. I would definitely use passionate in my play because I just want it so bad, especially with it being senior year. This is my last go around and my last time to leave a great legacy for myself. So I think the one word I would use to describe my play is passionate.
As you can see, quite the variety, but hey, that's what keeps the game exciting. Speaking of exciting, the second half is here. Thanks for hanging out with us at halftime on the ADN. Enjoy the rest of the game.